Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going on to XRP once again. Thank you for your support. Okay, be the CoinsKid crew. So at the moment, Ethereum is getting absolutely bashed up, isn't it? But we do have a little bit of a sell warning kicking in for Ethereum. This has been a long time since we've seen this on the micro. If we take a quick look, I'll be looking to short this if it does push into the red sell zone right there. Okay, so we're pushing up. Look at this on a 15-minute. Nice little ascending triangle here for Ethereum. From this bottom here, we'll come up, we've gone sideways, high lows, compression lead to expansion. I think the next push up, we could begin to entertain a short opportunity here on the likes of Ethereum. So technically, this could be an ascending triangle from left to right, breaking out right now, and this could actually go as far as up here and get really overbought and then offer a short opportunity around about the, what is that, $2,148. But I would like to see a bearish divergence before I do jump into a short, and equally I want to see this print a sell, okay, on the 15-minute time frame on the micro signal right there. So if we go down the list, there was a nice little short opportunity in XRP the other day that played out, got paid. Equally, I showed you one on BNB. I think this short was up here. We've got the double bearish divergence which I've shown you, and right now this is pulling back. Nice little short opportunity that I relayed in the previous video. If we go down the list, you can see we do have a few warnings right now for shorts, but we're looking for the red shorts, the red sells basically. That's an increased probability of that short playing out. So we've got a few coins in there that are offering short opportunities. Now I've made an indicator for yourselves. It's a brand new indicator. It's called the liquidity dance. I'll go through that quickly as to how it works going forward, and I'll show you something else as well, why I don't necessarily think the top is in right now, because we've not seen something in the dumb money indicator I create for the CoinsKid crew which has been really accurate at calling macro corrections. Let's dive into the liquidity dance indicator I create for the CoinsKid crew. The liquidity dance, really simple indicator to use. You can use it on TradingView in your TradingView charts, and equally on the website right there. So this is a CoinsKid crew, a custom indicator create for yourselves. How does the CoinsKid liquidity dance work? The white line liquidity dance is inversely correlated to the Bitcoin price. This indicator is based on liquidity. A sharp drop in the liquidity dance after a spike signals cash re-entering the system and encouraging investment. So this is a daily input basically. So I'll go through this with you. This liquidity influx is seen as bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, usually driving prices up. There is a macro level inverse correlation between the liquidity dance and the crypto markets. So basically, if we take a look, this is your top in spring of 2021. This is the Bitcoin price in blue, and obviously XRP as well, you know, risk, basically crypto. Came down in a whopping rug pull, and as it did, this was breaking out to the upside, okay? The liquidity dance was pushing up. It's only when this started to top up here and you've seen this huge spike up. Look at that biggest spike up we've seen in this chart for a very long time. Look at that huge spike up. What was happening to Bitcoin? It was bottoming, pretty much the same as XRP. Broke out an impulsive move, pretty much the same as XRP. So a huge spike up, okay? And then obviously this has been trending down ever since, making a series of lower highs, lower lows, coming down the stairs like this. So until we start to see something like we did there, where we break the previous pivot high and start to go vertical, I still think we're in the realms of possibility that we are still in this bull market, okay? And we're not necessarily seeing the trigger point, or you know, the data point stacking up across multiple things like I relayed to you that tells us we're in this bear market. But at some point it will come. Now there is equally another indicator I create for yourselves called dumb money. I'll go through that quickly in a moment, but you know, every time we see a spike up in this liquidity line, typically a day later or a few days later is an opportunity, a buying opportunity on XRP and risk basically. So we'll keep an eye on this because it works. If we go right now, go to the weekly, you know, this is yesterday. Look at this. So this was down at 8.95%. Boom. Poked its head up to 14.95, and what we're seeing a nice little uptick. So basically a day later you've seen this spike. Yesterday this was dropping and this is popping basically. So it leads the price basically, and it's a leading indicator in my opinion. It's not necessarily a lagging indicator, which is what the crystal ball is. Now the crystal ball, it basically lags. It's liquidity re-entering and entering the market. It's based on M2 global money supply. The liquidity dance indicator is based on daily liquidity data that I found for you, okay? And yesterday, nice little pump signal, and right now we're seeing a nice little, you know, push up of the markets right there. But again, you can jump into TradingView, drop it into your charts and play with it, okay? So that's how you get it into your charts. Let me show you the dumb money indicator quickly before I jump into the XRP chart with you today. So the dumb money indicator is just a revamp of the retail top. What it is, really simple. The closer the blue line, dumb money gets to the red dotted line, sell zone, the closer a correction. Whenever you see the yellow vertical line appear, it means a micro correction is imminent. And whenever you see a red vertical line appear, it means a macro correction is imminent, and sell your Bitcoin or XRP and run for the hills. So we've not quite seen the red line here. And I think what this is a micro correction that we're going through, because right here towards the end of the year we've got this trigger warning, and I did relay this to you in the videos at the time. This particular warning is in every single impulse we've ever seen for Bitcoin, where it's breaking out and coming up in 5 waves. Towards the end of its run, we do see a trigger warning in this particular indicator, where we have a window of opportunity to convert our Bitcoin into an altcoin and make as much money as we can against our herd mentality. And that particular coin that I chose on the day, I did say to you, I'm swapping my Bitcoin into XRP here. Now at the time, I think XRP was trading around about 60 cents or something, and it's shot up to 340, and it's currently trading around 230 or something. But Bitcoin is pretty much exactly where it was on that trigger point. So that has been an amazing trade for myself and the CoinsKid crew. So we get a lot of naysayers on the channel, but that was a very well executed trade, and it was purely because of the data. So it's the data that I'm relying on to call big macro corrections, and we've just not seen it here yet. We've seen a micro correction kick in, and we've seen another one just there in January, and a second one just there, and then boom, you've got your micro correction. So these things will happen again, so stay tuned. But what we've got, if you take a look, the dumb money right now is buggering off, and the more this buggers off, the more it loses interest, the higher the probability we've got an opportunity for the reversal and the breakout to the upside, where again this will come back down, trigger another warning, with a potential macro warning, and that's your top right there. Because if we go to the left, you can clearly see in 2021 you've got your macro zone, your big macro warning, the red line triggered. So you get your warning shot, a few weeks later you're getting your macro zone warning, okay, which is your big macro correction warning. And from there, I think Bitcoin and XRP absolutely rolled over, didn't it? And again, you get 2 zones here. So in April of 2021, big macro warning, came back up, made a lower high, and then another big macro warning. So that was the top of that cycle basically. And if we go to the left, you can clearly see, I think in 2017 as well, you're coming up, trigger warning, macro danger zone warning, boom, you enter that big macro correction. So there's no bias, but if I'm just relying on the data, we've not seen the big macro warning yet, but we are getting warnings. Okay, the top is pretty close there, and if we do start to turn around and see another impulsive move to the upside, I would imagine we get a big macro warning right there. And again, I'll just relay the data to you. So let's dive into the XRP chart right now to see what we can see, okay? So looking at XRP on the daily time frame, my primary at the moment is the fact that we've had an impulsive move into the December high right there, and it's actually the beginning of a correction is there, not here, okay? And a lot of people have been, dumbfounded by this, but I think this is basically a B-wave bull trap, the confluence in many of the charts. For example, V-chain, which I've shown you just there, beautiful high, there's your low, retracing lower high B, zigzag C, A, B, now you're in the C, basically, in both charts. So whether or not the C is complete, time will tell. But if we drop the Tether dominance chart in as well, I think that shows us, if you take a look, there's your high, there's your bottom in Tether. Then you came up and made a high for XRP, but you made the high low in the Tether. So this is bottoming down there, and it's come back up the stairs, where XRP's came down, made a high, and boom, right now you're in a C wave. So I think this is C wave to the upside for the Tether dominance, and this is C wave to the downside for XRP. So what I'm looking for is Tether dominance to break down, and then at that point I think XRP will break back up to the upside. So that's my primary at the moment. I'm looking at Tether dominance with you. I relayed that in a previous video. A lot of people are saying I don't want to see that, and I would timestamp into the XRP analysis, but this is what I do. I try and be as thorough as I can. So at the moment, my primary is we've got an expanded flat irregular correction that began there, 3 wave down, 3 wave up, and right now it's a complexity of the C wave, possibly done there, who knows, time will tell. But the confluence will be the breakdown in the Tether dominance, and obviously the breakdown in liquidity right now. So what I'm looking at, there's a couple of indicators I made for you in recent times on TradingView. We've got the CoinsKid crystal ball, which shows a huge liquidity re-entering the market at some point over the next few months. Now again, I wish I'd made this in time for you earlier, because obviously in December it's shown liquidity leaving the market, and roughly in April leading into spring it shows liquidity re-entering the market. So at this point, if I'd have had this indicator and shown you this liquidity re-entering the market and XRP were going sideways, people would have, said no way. But eventually, as this bottom down here, created this beautiful structural bottom, got its ass above, created the green buy dot on the CoinsKid ribbon right there, boom, it took off and caught with liquidity, where eventually being withdrawn, so is XRP. So this is my primary at the moment. I think the liquidity, the crystal ball, which is obviously a lagging indicator, is giving us a clue that in time we will see a major move up, just as we did there, where XRP will catch up with that liquidity re-entering the market. When will it do it? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's tomorrow, next week, week after, whatever. It is all a guessing game, but my primary focus is the fact that it has got a vertical, that had a vertical, so it's just a case of just being patient. you know, and just keep accumulating XRP, you know, because obviously what I've got is equally the CoinsKid liquidity dance. Now, this is more of a leading indicator. It works on a daily time frame, and most importantly, what we have to see in this particular indicator is really simple. We have to see the continuation of the downtrend. If we see that, then there's a good probability at some point XRP will do this, okay, because you're seeing the continuation of the downtrend in liquidity, basically, which is a daily indicator, not necessarily a crystal ball or a glimpse into the future, although it does have some nice little things we can look at, because every time we see a spike up, literally a few days later XRP spikes up. Just there, spike up, XRP spiking up, spikes up, XRP spikes up. So it is leading, and it is a little bit of a crystal ball indicator, but more so on a daily time frame than instead of 2-3 months down the line. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So to get us into your charts, really simple, go to coinskid.com, follow the process. Now what we're looking at, if you take a look at this top here, this is pretty much the top in, I think it was spring of 2021. Now this started to break out to the upside as XRP started to come down the stairs. So if we start to see the liquidity line, basically liquidity dance, which is a white line, breaking out to the upside, making, you know, higher highs and higher lows from wherever it goes, boom, you know, XRP's in a world of trouble right there. So just be patient. Really, is patience is key with XRP. So like I said to you, sideways, compression lead to expansion, something will give over the next few weeks. If this breaks out to the upside, fantastic. This is where I'll start to become incredibly bearish in XRP, because from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a big macro 5-wave move to the upside, I will be looking to exit my position. At that point, we just need to, you know, keep an eye on the liquidity line and see what it's doing, and obviously the crystal ball as well going forward. Okay, what is that doing? Is that breaking down at some point as well? So I'll leave you with that. Now, to get these indicators into your charts, and again, there's no absolutes, no guarantees, but you know, I try and create these things to guide us and help us. For example, here he's spiking up, XRP spikes up, spiking up, XRP spikes up. So it is a leading indicator, and right now we see that spike up and then XRP spiked up. You've got this little spike up, and right now, you know, possibly XRP spiking up over the next few days, which would be really, really nice. So going forward, we've got to see the continued downtrend in this white line, which is your liquidity dance. Now, there is an amazing contest going on Bybit right now where you can make a lot of money. There's £1 million competition. If you're not already involved in that, definitely get involved. The link's in the video description. I wish you having the most luck going forward. Okay, stay up for this one, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to another day in XRP. Bye bye.